students, greetings to all. In this module, we'll be again continuing with our ongoing chapter, that is chapter 1, the living world. In today's module, we are going to carry out the discussion on the binomial system of nomenclature. Now, this binomial system of nomenclature, it was actually proposed by Carolus Linnaeus. So, the person who is credited is Carolus Linnaeus. Now, when we talk about the binomial system of nomenclature, the naming is done so that it becomes easier for us to identify the organisms and classify the organisms, and there's just one system of recognition for all the millions of species which are present on this planet Earth, and therefore the system was devised. The naming was done by International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, right, and International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. So it was International Code of Botanical Nomenclature and International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. Now, when we talk about the binomial system of nomenclature, it means that here we are going to have the generic name and the specific epithet for the organism. So the identification of the organisms becomes easy. Now, when we write the biological name or the scientific name, it should be, if we are talking about the genus name, like for example, it is Panthera. So Panthera should be in capital letter. So when we talk about the genus name or the generic name, it should be written in capital letters. Like for example, if we take the example of any particular organism like Panthera leo, that's the scientific name for lion. So then in that case, the genus name should begin with a capital letter. Next is the specific epithet or the species name that should begin with a small letter. So now when we talk about, here we can take the example, like it can be seen over here, that here the genus name is written in capital and Leo it is written in small letter, and it is the scientific name of lion. Next thing is, when we are writing it, if suppose it's a handwritten one, then we are going to underline the scientific name. So when the scientific name is handwritten, when you are going to jot it down, then in that case you are going to underline it. Like for example, if I am writing it as Panthera leo, so I am going to underline the scientific name. The next point is that if you are going to print it, so if it is printed, it needs to be printed, it needs to be written in italics. So these are the basic rules which we need to keep in mind when we are writing the scientific name of a particular organism, any organism, whether it's a plant or an animal. Now when we talk about the scientific name, so it comprises of the generic name and the species name. This is according to binomial. According to trinomial system of nomenclature, the name of the organisms could be given as, now if I talk about trinomial system of nomenclature, so the example could be taken as gorilla, gorilla, gorilla. Right, so here this is the genus name, the species name, and then we've got the subspecies name. Apart from that, we can take the other example, that is of Homo sapiens sapiens. Obviously, because I am writing it, so then in that case I am going to also underline it. Alright. Okay, so now when I am writing Homo sapiens sapiens, so this is the genus name, it's a species and the subspecies name. So now here when I say that in this trinomial system, here gorilla, 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 that's getting repeated. So that happens in case of animals. And if it gets repeated, then there is a term which is used that is referred to as tautonym. So tautonym is a terminology which is used when the name gets repeated, like gorilla, gorilla, gorilla. Tautonyms are not found in case of the plant. When we take the consideration, when we take the example of plants, it's not a common occurrence. So it's not a rule, but then yes, the trinomial system, one example is gorilla, 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 and then we have also got Homo sapiens sapiens. We could also write it as Homo sapiens lin, because the term, the binomial system, was proposed by Carolus Linnaeus. Now moving on to the next, that is when we talk about the living world, we need to basically discuss about the systematics. We need to talk about the hierarchy of classification, and we also need to discuss about the taxonomical hierarchy and taxonomy. What is taxonomy all about? So in this module, we'll be talking about taxonomy. Now, when I use the term taxonomy, so basically this term was coined by Kendall. So the term taxonomy the credit goes to Kendall. He had coined the term, that is taxonomy. And now when we are talking about taxonomy, so each unit or category or level of classification is what is referred to as a taxon. Now when I am talking about taxonomy, so that's the study of identification, classification, and giving names to the organism. So it is the study, when we say it's the study of identification of the organism, then giving name to it, so naming the organism, and the classification of the organism. So the study of the identification, firstly we are going to identify, we are going to name, we are going to classify it, we are going to give it a particular name. That is what is referred to as taxonomy. Now when we talk about the systematics, the term systematics that was given by Carolus Linnaeus. So the term systematics was coined by Carolus Linnaeus, and now when we talk about this systematics, so it is again the study of identification, naming and classification. That means we are going to talk about that it is the study of taxonomy, plus it is going to take into consideration the evolutionary relationship. So it's also going to, the trace of the evolutionary relationship will also be taken into consideration, and when it is done like this, then the study of it is what is referred to as systematics. So that's the study of taxonomy along with the evolutionary relationship of a particular organism. So the study of that is referred to as taxonomy. So in this module, we had discussed about the binomial system of nomenclature and talked about taxonomy and systematics. In the next module, we'll be discussing about taxonomical hierarchy. Thank you.